in one of our conversations over the years, and we've had a lot of conversations, you said to me that trying to be like other photographers was actually hurting you and your business. Like, take us down that road a little bit. That came from experience there.
It definitely came from experience. Basically, when I started out, I had like 2 mentors, and that was like Josh Hanna, Howie McCormick.
Yep.
That was probably 2016, 2017. And when I started out, I didn't know too much about the industry, so only thing I had was those mentors, looked at their work and was like, this is great, these guys are crushing it.
Yep.
So how do I crush it like these guys? Yep. And I think that was the first place I went wrong, because I formatted everything and structured everything the way they did. Pricing, website, and all of that type stuff, but that worked for them in their market, but it didn't work for me and mine. And it was like, why can't we get somebody to buy this package? Why can't we get somebody to buy these albums or whatever? And it just wasn't working. So I had to realize, like, I'm not them.
Yeah.
You know, like, I've learned from them, but now I have to remix that.
Right. And that's, I mean, and I hope everybody heard that and can really understand what Cane's saying, because that's easier said than done.
Yeah, it is.
You know, because we all go to conferences, you just spoke at Imaging, we sponsored you there. Like, you hear from a lot of people, and, from the platform to the seat, and you're hearing a lot of different opinions, but ultimately, you have to do what's right for you.
Yeah, you do. It's like going to a buffet. You see a bunch of stuff out, but that don't mean you have to take everything from that buffet. You get what I'm saying? You see this, you hear this when you go places and people speak. You just got to take what you need and put that on your plate and then build from there and just digest that. I think a lot of people see other people's success, they see all that stuff on the buffet and they think that's what I need. It's not. Just take what you need, build you a nice little plate, and you're good to go.
I love that. That's a great quote, by the way.
Man,
and honestly, like, as soon as you started talking about that, like, I could see the plate.
I'm a food guy, so yeah.
Well, obviously I am too. Yeah. But that really, sometimes putting it into words like that are really, no pun intended, digestible, helps with understanding. Like, you don't have to listen to everything in the world. You can take what works for you.
Exactly. That's all you
gotta
do.
Fantastic. I love that. That was brilliant.
That
is worth the price of admission here today.
And no ChatGPT for that.
Right? You did that all on your own. Okay, so all the images behind us on the wall, you were nice enough to send us those over. So, I think back to, like, the memory mates, like when I was in high school, on golf team and whatever, and they were so bad.
They suck,
they were just terrible. And looking at this and like, this looks like, Sports Illustrated covers, like they're fantastic. So when you're going into a photo shoot, what does that day look like? Are you on site for like 22 hours, and like, tell us about the photo shoot day.
It just depends on what type of photo shoot. For some of these behind us, these are schools. So I'm there from like the high schools, freshmen and seniors and everything like that. Yeah. Photo day for me, like, I'm pumped up when I get there. One thing that I'm big with is culture. So when it comes to like the kids, I got my little speaker I carry with me. Hopefully I bring all my equipment. If not, then I gotta figure something out. So some days it could be stressful, some days it's just smooth selling. But in most cases, it's smooth selling. And one thing about me is speed and efficiency. I don't like to be somewhere for 22 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours. I like to be in and out. With every athlete, it takes me sometimes 15 to 30 seconds per athlete to get maybe 3 to 4 poses.
Really? That's it?
That's it. And once they're moving, at that pace, and I got the older kids really moving, I can be like, hey, now give me this, give me that. And then what we start doing more is like focusing more on like a college NFL type level. So I pull out a chair, if it has the school logo, we'll composite that, make cool graphics. But one thing I do is I always tell people I don't study the industry, I study outside the industry. So my 3 biggest places that I study is places that attract me: Costco, Chick-fil-A, and Starbucks. Very efficient at everything they do. And they all got different type of ways that they set it up to get customers in and out very fast. And that's kind of what I molded my business after. And the movie The Founder, McDonald's with their Speedy system.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
You gotta watch that.
Yeah.
I mean, speed is everything. They went from making a burger 4 or 5 different stations in under 15 seconds and getting it out. So
Wow.
that's what I'm about.